Well, how's it going, everyone? This is Sarah and I. We're doing another thoughts video. This time on the band New Politics, as was suggested from one person.
Yeah. Um, Actually, it's kind of funny because they just released an album today, actually.
Yeah, we didn't know about this ahead of time. Apparently, back in
Yeah.
August they mentioned it, and then it was supposed to release October 6th, but it's as of recording, it's available now. But that's not the point of this. We just wanted to talk about them because we sort of have a history with them. So this Danish rock band from Copenhagen consists of three members: David Boyd, Soren Hansen, and Luis Vecchio. I'm
I
not
don't
sure how to
know.
pronounce that last name, but they're an alternative or pop punk band. Honestly, one of the better
Yeah.
ones in my opinion. And we first heard them at uh, oh, what was that show called? I always
Oh,
forget.
it was the same place we heard Panic at the Disco for the first time.
I didn't ask
It
that.
was called.
I asked for the name.
I know it's called How the Edge Stole Christmas.
Right, right, okay. And they
Um,
they were the first ones to perform too.
yeah, they were. I remember our friend gave me one of the songs beforehand, so I would at least know one song by them, and
Right.
it was the song Yeah Yeah Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I was like, this song's kick ass. Yeah.
All right. So this band's track record, they have released, looks like, well, as of now, four albums. The first one being their title album, New Politics, in 2010. Sarah and I have, we only know Yeah 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 by the on that one. I have never listened to it fully. Did you?
Um, no.
All right. Um, their second album, A Bad Girl in Harlem, we actually, one of our friends picked it up at the show, and so after that, we all started listening to it, and that's honestly a really good album.
Yeah, it's like I remember like in 2014 whenever it came out.
It
That's
says
like all I listened to.
it says it came out May 21st, 2013.
Okay, well, I just remembered listening to it my senior year as well. So,
Yeah, I remember listening to it quite a bit. There are a lot of good tracks on there. They have singles Harlem and Tonight You're Perfect, both of which are probably the best. But then they also have songs that also got popular. Berlin, Just Like Me, and Fall Into These Arms.
yeah.
But my
What
favorite
which one's
song,
your favorite though?
my
Oh,
favorite.
we
I'm trying to
we were talking
say
about
it,
the
but
same
you're
thing.
interrupting me.
I'm
It's okay.
sorry, I got excited.
It's okay. We'll both talk about like our favorite tracks and whatnot.
Okay.
My personal favorite on Bad Girl in Harlem is Goodbye Copenhagen. Just something about the energy about it, and then the chorus is pretty simple. I don't know, just something about it. I really like it, mostly for the energy.
I yeah.
Where like Just Like Me might be just a tad overboard with the energy, because like they're like yelling into the mics. But
Yeah, I think for Goodbye Copenhagen, the reason why you like it is because it has like a really, really punk like riff at the beginning, the
right,
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for good riffs, especially when it comes to like Fall Out Boy or um, probably Fall Out Boy.
Yeah.
Because there's like that one on Under the Cork Tree that I'm just like, I can't get enough of.
Oh, which one?
I don't know that that's why I said that one song. I can't remember the name of it.
I know all of them. Okay, I'll ask you later.
But I could also say the same for "I'm Not Okay" by MCR. That
Oh
beginning
yeah,
riff hooks
definitely.
me in immediately.
Yeah. Um, so I think my favorite song on A Bad Girl in Harlem is let's see. Well, that's hard. Aww.
Most of them are great, except I actually don't feel too good about Berlin. But it was either that one or one other one. Let me see if I can find the track listing.
Burn It Down wasn't that good, but it's okay. Um,
Oh, I also don't really like "Stuck on You."
Shut up. I like that song.
What did you do?
I think I've heard that song before, but I don't know where. But I'm gonna be super cheesy, and I like Just Like Me,
Nah, that one's
because
alright.
I like the key change at the end.
But that's like the very end, like last 20 seconds of the song.
Yeah, but it's good.
I mean, you're not wrong whenever there's some key changes in songs are great. Like, I think a recent one is Summer of '69 by, oh God, what's his name? I always forget people's names. I'm going to check right here. By Brian Adams. Like, somewhere in the middle of the song, he does a key change for a little bit. But to me, I'm just like, ooh, key change.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. So we came not knowing about anything about new politics, and then uh, like we're all sitting there, and then new politics comes on, and then all like they start doing crazy stuff on stage.
Right, like we can critique their music style and like some of their music. Like we don't really particularly like the third one. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But when we saw them perform, it looked like they were having a ton of fun and they were doing some crazy shit. The and probably nothing original, I guess, except for the part where the guy threw the guitar in the air and caught it. I don't know.
Yeah, like honestly, I think they're the best live band I've ever seen. I think so. Next to Disturbed, but that's another different thing.
And then the vocalist was ballsy enough to get onto the part of the stage where the drums were, which was slightly elevated, and did an entire backflip. And this was not that big of a stage either.
Yeah, he did a backflip, and then like halfway through a song, he just started breakdancing, and he was like a really good dancer, and he like was on his head and like kicking his legs, and it was crazy.
They were just so extra to get our attention, but it kind of worked.
Yeah, and like you could just like feel the energy coming out of them, and so we were like, damn. And and then we saw them again. We saw them again whenever they toured with Fall Out Boy.
Right.
And I remember like we screamed like because I think we were the only ones who like knew them at that concert.
Yeah,
It feels like.
yeah, like most concerts, not too many people show up until the headlining acts start. But we knew new politics. But even then, like everyone else was kind of just sitting around enjoying their time while we're just like we were going at it. We were having a really good time.
Yeah, but by the end of it, people got really excited because like let's say the energy is infectious. Like you have to get up and do and like scream or do something.
Right.
Um, so let's talk. So moving on from there, they made a new album. They made their third album, and that's called. I don't even know what it's called.
Vikings.
Vikings.
Yeah,
Kind of to kind of
released
to
on
kind
August
of
14th to 2015.
yeah, and it kind of relating back to their Danish like Scandinavian uh
Roots.
heritage.
That's
Yeah.
it.
They released an amazing single from that album.
Yeah,
It's called
everywhere.
It's called we keep on okay. So it's Everywhere I Go, but like it's also called Kings and Queens parentheses.
Yeah. That single alone gave us it gave us hope for another good album by them because the song is really great. Again, and it's another one with a lot of energy into it.
Um and that one played on the radio, right? I remember hearing it on the radio.
You, I wasn't driving at the time, so
Oh.
yeah, you probably heard it, but I don't recall hearing it on the radio.
Oh, I remember getting really excited. My dad kind of looked at me weird. Um, except of course, it was the clean version, so that was boring.
God, I haven't
But
listened. What? Okay.
because
That's to be seen.
yeah, because like they say this one's for my friends who don't give a fuck. So
Oh,
if you don't
that's
give a
right.
fuck, sing. Yeah,
It's I mean it's not as
I
bad
forgot.
as 1, 2, 3. We came to fuck.
Oh, it's 3, 2, 1. We came to fuck. Get your facts straight.
Right. So I've probably had one listen to Vikings and overall just didn't like it too much. I assume you listened to it more. So what were your thoughts on Vikings?
There was like a one song called "No Strings Attached" where it's like a bonus track, and like there's like a really long pause in between like the parts of it, if that makes sense. But the parts that are there are really good. But other than that, I haven't really cared for any of the other songs.
I'm looking at it here. It says track ends at a minute 39, and then there's two hidden tracks. One called "Bitch I'm Gold" at 5 minutes, and then the second hidden track is called "LSD" at 11 minutes 7 seconds.
Yeah, like the ones that are there that are really good, and I like and catchy, but like their other single called it was called West End Kids, and I really didn't like it.
How come?
It well they've always had pop influences, and that's okay.
Right, they're a pop punk band, but they're on the edge of, I guess, like actual rock music.
Yeah, but West End Kids just basically it sounded like they kind of went like towards the Fall Out Boy route, like the American Beauty,
Their
American Psycho.
yeah, their current route where they're definitely a lot more pop.
Yeah, but it makes sense because they were signed by Fall Out Boy's label.
DCD2 Records or
Yes.
Warner Brothers. I don't. It says they were signed by both.
Yeah, but the third one was DCD2, and that's Fall Out Boy's record, so it doesn't surprise me that that's why it sounds like that.
Okay.
But it just doesn't work for that band.
Let me see.
And
It looks like Lost in Translation, their newer one, was released only by Warner Brothers, but I'm double checking just to fact check it.
yeah, um,
Um,
what does it say?
on iTunes, it just says Warner Brothers, but on say Wikipedia, it doesn't say what label it's released. Mostly because we'll have to wait another day to see that information. Because like
Oh yeah,
it probably
okay.
won't reach stores till tomorrow, like the physical
Yeah,
disc.
so the new one, Lost in Translation. Before we recorded this, I like looked through
The previews.
listened to a couple of the previews. Not very much, mind you, like maybe 5 seconds of each. And and I'm I'm kind of intrigued.
By
Like there's this one song that I noticed called Madeline, and it's like you know how that's like a it was like an old French cartoon about a little French girl,
no.
and
Oh wait, with the red hair.
yeah.
I have very foggy memories of that.
Yeah, and so I noticed that the song had an accordion in the background, and accordions excite me, so I got excited.
I'll keep that in mind.
Don't be weird.
All right. Do you have anything else to add?
Do I have anything else to add? Well, I guess I'll listen to the music like I mean the new album and maybe I'll like listen to it on YouTube or something in full before I decide to buy it. But I actually might listen to it. I'm kind of excited.
Right. We so in summary, yes, we've only really listened to like two singles off of two different albums, and we really like A Bad Girl in Harlem. Though Vikings might be a disappointment, we still have hope that they will make great music in the future, and we're gonna check that out with Lost in Translation, hopefully in the
Yeah.
coming days or weeks.
Yeah, and if so, we might be able to see another kick-ass performance, you know? I'd be down.
All right. Well, those were our thoughts about new politics. If y'all want us to review or give our thoughts about another band or other sorts of media, just put it down in the comments, and we might one day get to it. And
Like, and it doesn't have to be rock either. You could ask us to review like, I don't know, like Death Grips or something.
you don't know
We'll
anything
do
about
it.
Death Grips.
I'll figure it out.
I thought you were going to say something like David Bowie, but that works too.
That's rock, so I couldn't say that.
Whatever. I
Whatever. Okay.
I don't know, Britney. We could review Britney, even though I don't know anything
You
other
don't know
than
any.
something went wrong with her.
Oh yeah.
I wasn't into
Um,
her growing up.
Me neither. But anyway, you just comment what you want us to review or talk about next, and we'll catch you next week.
All right, see ya.
Bye.